I was on a panel with a transgender woman on it, so I took the opportunity to ask a question I believe most of us have. But before I run the clip so you could judge for yourself, let me take a second to admit I do not know how to have a conversation with a transgender person without sounding offensive. If anything I say offends you, hold up.
Yeah, I said it.
Rex, let's say you have a child. Well, somebody was asking you for advice. They have a child, and the child is thinking of messing with the same sex, right? Now, that father or mother do not want the child to go that route. What would you advise that parent to do to like not really damage the child as far as,
Good question.
Let me ask y'all real quick. Did y'all get what I was trying to ask?
Good question.
In terms of like,
just what advice would you give? How would they handle it? Because you have to handle it with kitty gloves. Like, how do they handle not even trying to turn or tell the kid you are not that? Like, how would they handle it? How would they even initiate the conversation? I gotta admit, that was kind of confusing, but I was asked to explain something I thought I simplified, so I really didn't know how to say it.
I think, could you rephrase that in a way? Like if the child
I'm
is
struggling with the
experiencing like
answer to the
same-sex
question, too.
attraction?
Let's say my son came to me and he's saying he's attracted to the same sex, right? Let's say I am a parent that's like Al Bundy, and I just want to say, oh, I am against that. But I know, that can crush that kid's soul, spirit, whatever. How would you advise I handle it if I am that parent that do not agree with that?
Man, that's
I
a loaded
now understand
question.
that question.
Yeah.
It's not loaded. I get
mean,
what
it's
you're
loaded
saying,
for me.
but
Yeah, he gets it. I was asking the question sincerely because it came to me in the moment and I was trying to figure out how to ask it. Rex said it was a loaded question because she had no response.
Yeah, I said it.
Gary and Walls understood what I was trying to say.
yeah, it's okay. So what he's trying to ask you is this: if you was advising me as a parent dealing with a possible a child that's possibly bisexual or gay, how should I approach the child? Or in other words, how would you have liked to be an approach if you were that child?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, I'm caught in the middle there. I would say, I mean, that's gonna take a whole lot of strength from the kid to actually even open up to a father about that. Because I mean, especially a son to a father, that's a whole different line. They would have to be so safe and secure with their father. Like, I know me, I was going ape shit when I was worried about telling my dad about me. I didn't know what to do. I know at first my dad wasn't really accepting of it. He pretended like he was, but I know he really wasn't happy about it.
Instead of him acting like he was okay with it, would you would have preferred if he just kept it real, or you were like him pretending that he was okay with it was more detrimental? You get what I'm saying? So which one would you have preferred? His real reaction or the fantasy of him saying, I accept it?
I think at some point in reality, like a son to a father knows if they're really accepting or not. Like even a lie, like I already knew, like I said, I already knew he wasn't totally accepting. But when I was a kid, he told me, for whatever reason, he told me, oh, if I was gay, he would love me more. What happened? So like there was some mixed messaging.
No,
Even though
We will make a separate video on that statement because y'all heard it.
if I wasn't as self-aware or in tune with him, I definitely would have wanted the support still. Like, because the weight of that was already crushing on its
Yeah.
own. To have my
Yeah.
father crush it even further would have been detrimental. It would have totally jacked me up as a kid. I mean, you have these kids that go so far as to take their own lives because they're so
Yes.
stuck in the closet, and then there's nowhere else to go.
And that is it right there. I would not want my son to come to me telling me he think he's a woman or he likes the same sex. But if he was any of those things, not only would I want him to come to me, I would want to know exactly how I shouldn't be, so I don't push him towards suicide or anything like that.